Here is how Rupert Murdoch, the head of News Corporation, which is Fox News' parent company, here's how he described President Trump's election conspiracies just a few days after the 2020 election. And I quote, BS and damaging. Murdoch went on to say that some Fox News hosts didn't just give airtime to Trump's election fraud conspiracies, they endorsed them. That is all according to newly unsealed court documents in the ongoing $1.6 billion Dominion Voting Systems defamation lawsuit against Fox News. After already learning that in private, Fox News hosts called the election fraud claims total BS, we now have evidence that that belief was also held at the very top of the media empire. And a once invincible media mogul is now finding himself and his empire under assault after a series of bombshell revelations courtesy of this ongoing litigation. This latest filing shows us the unprecedented and unusually cozy relationship between Fox News and the GOP. For starters, we learned that during Trump's campaign, Murdoch provided Jared Kushner with confidential information about Joe Biden's ads and debate strategy before those Biden ads were to become public. That coziness extended well beyond the former president's inner circle. There was also Murdoch's relationship to top Republicans in Congress. Murdoch testified he called then Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell immediately after the election and told investigators that it was, quote, probably true that he, quote, urged the Republican leader to ask other senior Republicans to refuse to endorse Mr. Trump's conspiracy theories and baseless claims of fraud. While Mr. Murdoch was in close contact with the highest levels of the GOP, he also privately did not want to, quote, antagonize Donald Trump. And then the media mogul ran into a big problem. The court filing details how, following Trump's election loss, the head of Fox News' brand protection unit, he told Fox executives that the network was, quote, underwater, with viewership declining. Rupert's son, Fox Corporation Executive Chairman Lachlan Murdoch, testified that the drop in viewership would, quote, keep him awake at night. Confronted with polling showing Fox's drop in favorability, executives were warned that, quote, clear and decisive action was needed to regain the trust that they were losing with their core audience. And so while Fox News chief himself believed Trump's claims of election fraud were total BS, the network continued to allow election conspiracy theorists to spread disinformation all over its air. According to Dominion's filing, that was motivated in large part by profit. This is NBC News with the summary. Murdoch, asked why he continued to allow MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell to make election fraud claims on Fox News, said it was a business decision. It is not red or blue, it is green, Murdoch said, according to the court documents. Fox News has said the lawsuit is baseless and is an all-out assault on the First Amendment.